Tell me about yourself.
My name's Kelly Mitchell. Many things. I'm a mother, I'm a Marine, I'm a student, I'm an active volunteer within my community. I hold a resume that verifies a 10+ year work history in which I've held a plethora of different job titles and positions that really equipped me with a slew and an assortment of different skills and aptitudes. That resume lists those skills and aptitudes in way of achievements that really highlight my quantitative competencies. And I'm currently a student at Temple University's Fox School of Business, in which I'm in my senior year and I'm majoring in human resource management. I have a passion for helping people. Whether it be in my personal or professional life, I just really feel fulfilled when I'm able to help people. And I feel as though that's a trait that's really going to allow me to be successful and take me far within the field of human resource management. During my leisure time, I'm an avid reader. I enjoy reading for pleasure, and I also enjoy reading for the purpose of gaining knowledge, no matter what that be. I've made it a habit to read the Wall Street Journal for 20 minutes every day, and it's really allowed me to stay current within the human resource field. And within that entire industry, I'm able to know what's new and what's fresh and what's going on and what people are talking about. And, you know, I'm able to participate in any conversation regarding human resource matters, and I've really enjoyed that. So right now, I'd have to say that my professional goals would be to finish my bachelor's degree in human resource management. After that, I'd really like to secure an entry-level position with a very successful Fortune 500 company. But I'd have to say that company would have to have visions and values that really align with my own, and ultimately create a very feel-good and ethical working environment and culture that I could feel happy and content coming to and working for every day.
Tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life.
There's many things within my life that I've set out to do. I've worked hard and have accomplished. But if I had to list one of the majors or something that I would list as most important, it would be enlisting in the United States Marine Corps and serving my country. And the 4 years that I spent within the Marine Corps, and then being honorably discharged. I don't think it's necessarily just the enlisting and the serving that makes me really count that as an accomplishment, but it's the fact that I actually excelled. I excelled at it, and you know, I walked away with an entire file full of positive reviews, which would be the equivalent of positive annual reviews within the civilian world, and I had 3 meritorious promotions. Promotions to the next position or next rank that were completely merit-based. And I was also awarded 2 Naval Achievement Medals for excelling at my position and at my job. And I'd have to say that, you know, I'm extremely proud of those things. They really showcase my abilities and my hard work. I think a lot of people think that it's a courageous step just to enlist, and furthermore that the hardest part of serving in any branch of the service is physically demanding. But for me, I'd have to really say that the challenge was really a social aspect. It was the interpersonal, the job pressure. With that being said, those challenges were the same reasons that I walked away with different tools to put in my toolbox. They were the very things the very roots that allowed me to grow and learn within the Marine Corps. For instance, socially speaking, I joined the Marine Corps and I was thrown into a melting pot with people from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds, and I really had to learn to be empathetic to different backgrounds and really show individualized consideration in order to be able to work efficiently with these people. And I was successful at doing so, and that's something that I think is that I took away from serving in the Marine Corps at my time, and is gonna allow me to be successful in my future endeavors in human resources. I learned how to be a leader, and anybody that knows about leadership knows that you have to learn to be a great follower before you're a leader. And in the Marine Corps, you have people above you and below you, and you truly learn to follow the people that are above you before you can lead the people that are under you. And I feel as though learning leadership from, you know, both ends of the totem pole there really allowed me to, you know, learn how to take delegation on my own, but it also taught me how to inspire and motivate my subordinates that are, you know, and whoever I'm in charge of. It taught me management. You know, overall was a Marine, but I held many different billets in which I was in different departments within the company. And I really had to learn how to manage those departments on my own. And I think that I've excelled at that. And I have to say that I'm extremely proud of my time and efforts put in as far as management is speaking. You really truly learn how to work under pressure. And before joining the Marine Corps, I was very good at working individualized on my own, and I have to say that I didn't work well under pressure, but that's one thing that I did take away from the Marine Corps. And I think that you know, you need to be a well-rounded worker. You need to know how to work under different environments and you know, under different aspects of the job. And I can work individualized, and I can also work in teams. I can work slow pace, and I can work under pressure and fast pace. And I think that makes me that much more of a marketable potential employee. And I'd have to say, of all the things that I've learned in the Marine Corps, and there are many, one of the biggest and probably most beneficial and important traits that I learned and that I really honed in the Marine Corps is teamwork. You know, it's extremely important to be able to work side by side with people. It's what allows, you know, groups to come together and accomplish goals and tasks that are passed down and handed to them within departments. And unless you're able to understand how teamwork works and the different stages of forming the group and brainstorming and building the trust, and you know, unless you're able to do that, the job will never get done. And to understand that's extremely important. And I learned that within my time. So overall, I would say that my time in the Marine Corps is my most proud.
Tell me about something you have learned in class.
I've learned a lot of different things within all my different classes while I've been pursuing my bachelor's in human resource management. But I'd have to say that I've learned the most industry-related information in my human resource management class. You know, we learned about different leadership styles. We've learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is extremely important so that you understand how people work and what their needs are and what level they're on within those needs, so that you can effectively communicate to them and work effectively and efficiently. We learned how important communication is, and that it's the key to resonant relationships. And you know, we learned about planning and strategy, and how important that is to be able to take an effective approach to getting you know, tasks accomplished, and how businesses and corporations use that as an approach to bigger and better things for the company. Ultimately, I think one of the biggest things I took away was, as I previously stated, the reading of the Wall Street Journal every day. I think that was extremely important, and it has, since I've began reading it 20 minutes a day, it has allowed me to really stay current within my industry, which I think is extremely important. I have fresh ideas constantly in my head, and I know what's going on within our field, whether it be from California to Pennsylvania. I know what's going on with a lot of the different companies and what's current in the news right now as far as human resource management speaks. So that would probably be what I considered as the most beneficial, because it's something I can take away and continue to do. And far after the class is over, it's something that will allow me to continue to grow and learn within my field. Thank you.